Guys, I need you to come in. I need you to come in right now. Right this second. All right? I need you to come in here. 11:52 in One Piece. It's a game changer, y'all. It's a game changer. We got to talk about it. Before I go forward, thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for watching this. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. My goal is to get to 1,000 subs by the end of the year. So please help your boy out. Y'all the only ones that can help me with that. So I'd really appreciate it. All right, so let's talk about a few things. Loki flashback. We got a flashback of what happened that horrible day at the castle. Okay? You know, this chapter really showed, especially in this flashback, that Loki really loves his people. He loves what it used to be, I should say. But even if that's not the case, he still loves Elbap. He loves his country. He bleeds for this country to the point where he is going to end up. He basically did a Batman from The Dark Knight, and I think he took the fall for what happened with Jarul. With Jarul and with King Harold. I think he took the rap for that, right? And I also think that he does not have that devil fruit that they've been talking about. The same devil fruits that's been passed down from Elbaf from generation to generation. Now, they said that Loki got rid of his father, King Harold, and assimilated this fruit. I don't think that's the case. I don't think he has a devil fruit at all. That's what I got from this chapter. I don't think he does. I think that's part of the lie. Because for whatever reason, they made this lie to protect something. I don't know what it is, but they protected something. And it may have something to do with King Harold himself. Because if you go back into this backstory, we see a young King Harold, and he was a whole menace out here. 109 years ago, what they said in the chapter, where you see a young King Harold, he was out here just being a complete menace, like I said before. He kicked some poor dude through a castle, bro, asking where all the princesses at, my guy. Where they at? You know what I mean? So I figure between what we saw of King Harold as a young man until we get to the castle, his last day, I think that he may have gone through a change somehow. Usually in One Piece, it's usually because of a woman. Usually. And I'm thinking maybe it's because of either Harold's mother. Loki's mother or Harjuin's mother. It's either one of them. Or maybe both of them. Because remember, they're half brothers. So they got different mothers, but the same father. Which is really weird. I mean, not weird, but it's like you never really see that in a lot of animes, which is pretty cool that they had that. But I digress. Because if you fast forward, you will see King Harold getting sliced up and impaled by his guards. Loki and Jarul come in and they just see all of this catastrophe. Now notice, Harold is in a silhouette. For whatever reason. We know what he looks like. Because we've seen the pictures of him. So we know what he looks like. But why would Oda make him a silhouette? Why? Why would he do that? There's no reason to do that. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, when you get later on into that chapter, I think in the same panel, you see someone talking about the devil fruit, right? But you don't see who it is. Why would you do that if that's Loki? Because Loki is the one that's supposed to eat that fruit. Now, again, I could be completely wrong. I could be completely wrong. But I do not think that Loki actually has a devil fruit. I think that's part of the lie. To protect whatever happened that day. It's crazy. Now, in terms of what probably happened with King Harold and his subjects, I think maybe his subjects got reversed and King Harold, who is not that dude anymore. He is not that monster he used to be. So he decides to just let them attack him. Because he doesn't want to hurt them. Because it's like Loki said earlier. he was disgusted that Elbath is not what it used to be, full of just war, just doing whatever you want to do, but also getting into multiple fights. You know, like Vikings. They're not Vikings like they used to be before. Cause Jarul was like, yo, hey, listen, I'm glad that my granddaughter or granddaughter don't know what it is to go into battle. I'm glad about that. I'm glad we passed that era now. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know, y'all. I just don't think that Loki has that devil fruit. I really don't. But what do you guys think, though? How you feel about that? Let me know. And then later on in the chapter, we get the same flashback, but we see Gabon and surprisingly Shanks. And yo, they're chopping it up. They having a good time, right? But then Shanks says something very interesting. He says he met Harold at Mary Joa and couldn't really talk to him like he wanted to because, you know, they're in the Holy Land and, you know, they got spies and security everywhere. So it's like, you know, you can't really talk freely like that. When did he go back to Mary Joa? Why did he go back? Did he go back when Roger died? Because that's the only explanation I have of why he went back. Because remember, he was very sad and down when Roger died. Or Roger told him the truth too. And I guess that made him go back to Mary Joa. And maybe that truth was where he really came from. He came from the land of the dragons. Maybe he went there. Maybe he was chilling for a minute, wanted to see what it was like. Then he was like, nah, this ain't for me. I'm out. I'm going. I don't know, but that was just such an interesting piece to talk about. Because he never really talked about that. You know, so, but also, how did he get out? I mean, yeah, you can leave of your own free will, but you're considered trash at that point. You're not a celestial anymore. So I'm just wondering how that all went about. Also, my boy Buggy, he pointed out that Shanks had a tattoo similar to what the God's Knights have. So was he a God Knight before? Was he trained to be a God Knight? I don't know. It would make sense why his haki control is so damn near perfect. Or definitely perfect at this point. I don't know, y'all. I'm telling y'all, this is crazy. This is crazy. Like, yo, this chapter was so important. And people got to talk about this, man, because a lot of things have happened. But guys, let me know what y'all thought about this. Are you like, what do y'all think? Let me know in the comments down below, man. Also, I do lives for One Piece chapter reactions every week. I'm going to start doing them from Fridays from now on, okay? So, if you're watching this, please click on that notification bell, and I'll see you there.